What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm coming to you from the future as none of the audio for this video saved, so we're going to make do with what we have and do some time-lapse and voiceover. But in today's video we got this L92 engine from a 2008 Cadillac Escalade. It's got an aluminum block, aluminum heads. We're going to get it torn down, cleaned up, and prepped. The living room is full of parts. We got a big cam for it. I'll go through the details more when we get to that video. But big cam, nice valve train setup. We got lifters, lifter trays, head gaskets, ARP head bolts, and then a lot of the stuff off of the old engine, the 5.3 that's in the car now, will go on here. Like, it's a brand new alternator and water pump and all that good stuff. So anyways, that's what we're working on today. Stay tuned. Alright, this is the fun part of the video where I get to do a voiceover of all the audio that we lost. As you can see, we're missing a exhaust manifold bolt on the passenger side, and when we swing around to the other side, you can see we're missing another two. The heads of those bolts had broken off, maybe when they were trying to pull the engine. It's unclear, but you'll see in the video we will extract the broken studs. Overall, the engine's pretty crusty and rusty. Not quite as happy as I was with the other engine, that's for sure, but it should be a ripper nonetheless. Now we're going to jump into a time lapse of us pulling the engine apart. Once we get it down to the bare block, we're going to make the determination of the next steps we need to do in order to clean the engine up and get it ready to go in the car and ready for the next race season. I just had to slow the video down to show you guys this part. Here you can see me. Oof. Broken bolt. Yep. And that's the look of defeat. Checking out what I had done. Nod my head. Probably some choice words, to be honest. Probably a good thing the audio didn't capture. And now I'm starting to regret my life. I'm just going to wiggle some lifters. That makes sense, right? Alright, back to the video. So I was able to remove the broken exhaust manifold bolts pretty easy. You can see I just took a pair of vice grips and started wiggling it back and forth. And for the most part, it was relatively easy. So I'll fast forward through this part and we'll get moving along. Now we're on to pulling the spark plugs. They came out pretty easy considering all the corrosion. They look decent for the most part. The straps on them were in pretty good condition. But one thing that I noticed is they're kind of oily, and everything about this engine kind of leads to me thinking that regular maintenance was perhaps not always performed. The engine oil that's just resting in the heads is pretty sludgy and thick, and I don't know if that's just because it's been sitting for a while or not, but there appears to be blow by just by all of the oil that's resting in the intake manifold. So all of these things are kind of leading us to the next part of the build and the big decision that needed to be made. Alright, now we're going to pull off our first head and see what's underneath of it. Crusty. Alright, so we got the head off. Pistons are kind of crusty. Just got a bunch of carbon buildup. It is a higher mileage engine. And maybe maintenance wasn't as good as it could have been, but the cylinder walls, from what I can see, look really good. Even has a little bit of remnants of the original cross hatching, which is kind of surprising. So we'll pull the lifter trays off, pull the lifters out. Hopefully they're not stuck. And we'll see what they look like. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna throw these away. I got new lifter trays and lifters coming. Toss that in the trash. And then I'll grab my needle nose. Let's pull out a lifter. Wow, really smooth. They look brand new. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if we can get that to zoom or focus. But it's really good. That's my fingerprint, but otherwise it looks like it's in really good shape. So we will pull the other ones. Hopefully they all come out pretty easy. Yep, same deal. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. About the same. Definitely kind of dirty. About 2 weeks has gone by since the last clip you just saw. As you can see in the background on my computer screen, I'm editing the video that you're watching now, and watching a little bit of YouTube on the other screen. Got a bit of a cold, so my voice is nasally, but figured we'd film the outro and kind of get you guys up to date. When you last left the video, we were pulling the heads off of the engine, and you could see the carbon buildup. Maybe not as clear in the video, but definitely a lot of carbon buildup. So the decision was made. That engine block has been shipped off to a local builder who we trust to tear it down. We're going to do new main bearings, rod bearings, cam bearings, new piston ring sets. We're going to mill the heads and mill the... There's one other thing. I think we're going to mill the valve seats or something like that. So he's going to get it cleaned up the right way. We have plenty of money into this project to do it the right way. And when we get it back from him, I'm excited. We're going to get it back together. We got some sweet parts for the heads. These heads are going to be about as good as you could ever get, you know, in a stock form. And we got a big old cam we're going to slap in it. So I'm excited. I think this was the right way to go about it. And I can't wait. I'm stoked. So in the next coming videos, you'll likely see something not engine related. We got suspension parts, new coilovers. Pretty excited for those. They just showed up in the mail. We got aero parts for the body. Waiting on a roll cage to come in. So there's a ton that still needs to happen. We have about 2 months to get it all like prepped and ready for the race season. So we got a boogie on it. So anyways, for a little bit of the behind the scenes stuff, follow us on Instagram. Post kind of some random photos of work that we're doing to the car that might not make it to the video. And then also on our TikTok, kind of a little bit more on the goofy side, but I'll leave the link to both of those in the description. So anyways, with that, we'll end this video off. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.